Bandito Radio 112 FM, a streaming radio station for all toy enthusiasts, collectors, photographers, and customizers. Built to match your mood and passion. Music from hip-hop to country and all the rock in between with host Howlin' Jim Jackson. For a dose of the macabre, there's Myra's Morgue of Midnight Madness, featuring old-time radio dramas and Action Figure Frequencies, a radio podcast about all aspects of toys and toy collecting, with your hosts, SKN's own Chet Maddox and Alexander Storm. Bandito Radio 112 FM. Available to stream now on Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and YouTube.
Well, America, you're tuning in, and we want to say hello to all 750,000 of you tuning in right now. It is fantastic, and it is Wednesday. It's that time for Toy Box Chronicles, and as always, I am your lovely, gorgeous host, Chet Maddox. Doesn't get any sexier than that, except for when Mr. Alexander Storm comes in, bringing the thunder of sexy. How you doing, Thunder Sexy?
What's going on, brother? What's going on?
Not a mucho. We have a good show for you tonight. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be thrilling. There are going to be things that you're going to be like, holy shit, what did they say? And then there's going to be other things that you're going to be like, why did they say that? But the most important thing happens towards the end of the show, and that's where you really got to hang out and stay, because if you don't, you miss it, and then that's not our problem. I don't think, right? Is that a problem? That's not a problem, right? No, that's not a problem. You know what you could do, though? Check this out. It's a good evening to everybody and welcome. We have a lot we got to get over and go through tonight. However, as always, at the top of the show, we like to say hello to everybody in the comments.
Yeah,
so we are going to say hello now.
There you go. We got Commander Bly. Power to first. Always.
I don't think anyone's beat him.
Action Figure Addict. All right. What's going on?
What up? Tashi Station Emporium.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Tashi Station Emporium sponsors Action Figure Frequencies. Did you guys know that?
It does.
Crazy,
I do know that.
No, it's weird.
Yeah, we got Darth Moocher. Good evening, sir.
Darth Moocher, welcome. Hey, if you guys don't know this, Darth Moocher is the first Commander Bly, so you better do it fast. But Darth Moocher is the first to be an active member on the YouTubes, so he got to see what we're going to be announcing already. That video already posted for him. Welcome, Moocher. Welcome.
You got the Meeks as usual. Meeks.
That guy Meeks.
And then we got
go ahead.
Crooked Smiles.
What's
up? Dr. Brentley. We'll be seeing him on Friday.
That guy.
And that's everybody cycling through at the moment.
Yeah, welcome. Well, hey, look. We have kind of a hefty, I think, subject to talk about today.
Well,
but how's your week going so far? That's what I want to know. That is what I, Chet Maddox, want to know.
busy as always usual. Commander Bly actually he's letting us know. Gotta go to the computer. iOS hates YouTube memberships. There you go.
He's gonna ask Moocher to unsubscribe so he can subscribe, so the Moocher gets instantly because he wants to be the first. So week's been going well, huh?
Yeah, man. Like I said again, man, busy as always, but it is what it is. And it's always a relief for us to come in here and do Toy Box Chronicles and shine some shine on everybody, as they say. The place of no hate, just good, pure toy fun.
No hate, we're great. Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. Yeah, it's been a crazy hectic week. Lots of moving parts, lots of things happening, which we're excited, which we're gonna kind of get into a little bit tonight, right? So,
Yeah.
how do we want? Do we just want to hit the floor running?
Uh, yeah. Well, let's put it like this. Everybody knows that this is the starting the time of the year where we have a bunch of dreaded kind of things that pop up for us over here, and that
Mm,
is the Walmart Collectors Con. Pretty soon down the line, that we're going to have that the Target Geek Out, and then NECA Haulathon and everything. So it's the early March. It's starting off. And we've got Walmart going for us, so we'll see if this is going to be a point of pleasure. I know our very first item is a point of contention, as always, and that is, well, GI Joe Classified, and the
yeah.
GI Joe Classified exclusive figure is going to be the Crystal Ball, which, if you saw any of our coverage of the Toy Fair, uh, this is probably going to be a sought after figure. He was very well near the end of the kind of like Real American Hero mainline, kind of like Deakish. And it's a great looking character. They added little extra details when he came with the O-ring. He did have like a kind of like a shield, and it was kind of a little bit of a dazzler kind of like mysticism kind of thing. So they still kind of kept that, but they've added a new translucent helmet, and looks like a power up, and a couple of things. So he looks kind of classic, yet he has some vibes of him being his own character, which is kind of cool. But also, when you think about this, it's just the aspect is that they made this a Walmart exclusive.
Yeah.
Usually that is gonna be one first. I can't remember this if it's like they do it or not. But I believe they take the money immediately. I don't think they do like Hasbro Post or like Target when they're shipping. I think they actually pulled it. I could be wrong. Chat, let us know if we're wrong. But I think one time I tried to order it and immediately took it out. But also the other issue is that every time I try to actually do something, yeah, it says Walmart. Yes, thank you, Darth Moocher. I'll put that right up for you. Yeah, Darth Moocher confirms that they do. But every time I tried to do it through the Walmart system and everything, Night Force or whatever, yeah, I can't. It rarely ever happens like that. And yep, Rats is making out too. Yeah, take money up front. So yeah, they do.
Everyone's chiming in. Crazy.
Commander Bly. Oh yeah, they take that money. Walmart. So I've usually had to get this like later on when they put it back up for order or something, and it just it's not a niche figure. But most of the times, like something like this, I don't think this is going to be there, man. I think this thing is gone already. Yeah, Cricket Smiles. I don't know. Crystal Ball is definitely a niche character. He is. He is towards the end of the line, but hey, it's classic. They take your soul too. Yeah, they already had that years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. You need to eat. They own your soul.
Yep. They got you. But it's just one of those things where it ends up like you're fighting not just yourself, but everyone else. I don't know how many quantities they pull up, but it seems like it goes like immediately.
2.
And then I would say the last point of contention for this that really kind of sucks
Yeah.
is that
This
it's
is
at
cool though.
7 a.m. in the morning on the East Coast. It's 10 a.m. Eastern time, but on the West Coast it's 7 a.m. in the morning. Like, wow, man. I don't know if it's like getting up that money that early for a toy that's what kind of sucks. At least Hasbro kind of does it like towards the you know, later in the day. You're like, you're able over here it's usually at 10 a.m. here, it's usually in the afternoon there, but like at 7 a.m. in the morning. There's you and I both know if you're gonna miss a toy and picking it up on a pre-order, it's gonna be at 7 o'clock in the morning, man. And it says, yeah, yeah, Walmart. Yep, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, so that's the thing that I'm worried about for this character. And then once this happens, once it sells out, you and I both know it's gonna go all over, all social media, and everybody's gonna be instantaneously pissed.
Well,
I don't know
everyone's gonna
why they
say,
keep putting themselves through this.
yeah, everyone's gonna say this is a stupid character. No one will buy
Hmm.
it. And then when they want it because they realize it's not dumb, they'll be like, "Why is everyone charged so much for it?" And it's like, "Shut up. Go do this
Yeah,
every time."
this is just one where, like I said again, man, I think it's gonna be a point of contention. I don't think it's gonna do well. And, I don't think it's gonna do well for us ordering it. I think it's gonna sell out, and I think it's gonna sell out instantaneously. But, again, I don't know why they keep I understand the Night Force stuff that they do, and they should continue to do the Night Force, but this just dropping this one exclusive character, no, man. And we'll see if it's just gonna be through Walmart or
This
sometimes they do through Hasbro Pulse. We'll see.
this feels like when you're in a band and you sign like a record contract with
Yeah.
the label, and then you're like, man, this band just keeps dropping banger after banger, right? And then they drop the last two albums that they do for a while, and you're like, why do these suck so bad? And it's like, oh, because that's just called fulfilling your contract. And I feel like that's what
Yeah.
Hasbro. I feel like that's what Hasbroski's doing with this. But
Yeah.
hey, whatever. It is what it is. I think eventually they gotta not do Walmart exclusives because I don't know
Yeah.
anybody that ever has anything good to say about Walmart. Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't pre-order Breaker. That went up and
Yep.
left ASAP. Yeah, I couldn't get Breaker either. I'm mad about Breaker. That's one that I wanted.
And then, like you
Mhm.
said, they do that so they can build desire to re-release it as a retro card back. Well, even still, it's not going to be the same character. And I don't know if that philosophy, again, Night Force, I understand that's under their banner, just like Tiger Force is under Targets. But when it's a specialty character like this, when he doesn't kind of go through any of those and they're just dropping it, again, I think you're just going to have people just pissed off, man. Feels like engineered. Yeah, yep, yep. He's
It is
absolutely
engineered
right.
scarcity. Yeah, it absolutely is.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. That's
Bunch of
exactly what they're doing.
bitches. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is what it is. And so you can also wait for the restock and get it for like less than $5. But this one
Yeah.
I can tell you, Rat, this is not going to be anywhere discounted. This is going to go. This is one of those niche Joe characters that I know some people have an affinity for it, and I think this is just you're not going to see it again, man. I think it's gonna hit that market, and you're gonna be pissed off. So that's the one I'm gonna be at. Look, I'm gonna be up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be ordering that and trying to see if I can get that. So from there, then here's another one that the Marvel Legends team has done. Now, there's some fans that might be into the 77 Spider-Man, and some people might. There are certain generations before the Tobey Maguires that all grew up on this character. And then there's some people that thought this was absolutely the worst version of Spider-Man that they had ever seen.
Yeah.
But you can't deny that it's uniquely different. It's something that I do think has the potential of selling out. I don't know. I would just say I think it has a very good potential of selling out. What do you think, Jen?
I eh, I I think
Is
it's
it
very
a peg
specific.
warning for you?
Yeah, it's gonna warm up some pegs. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I could go either way on this one. I'm definitely not bummed out if I can't get it. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But because it's
Yeah.
Walmart, like I don't, I'm not gonna attempt to put anything in my cart other than the other one though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crystal
This
ball,
one, if
crystal
it
ball is
doesn't
it.
come through, it's not killing me.
Yeah,
You know?
crystal ball is like all I'm worried about tomorrow. Not gonna try for anything else. I'm gonna find the hidden link and I'm gonna put that in my cart ahead of time, and then I'm gonna have my bot scrape and purchase it before it even goes live. So
We'll see if that happens, man. Because I think it's a great character. It's supposed to be the Spidey from the TV show. Yeah, it's supposed to be the Spidey from the TV show. They're doing a crude version. Cricket Smiles, best Spider-Man ever. Should have known. Right there. It's that his bassist is janky enough to be the Spider-Man 77 and everything. So I think you need to get some new glasses, Dr. Brentley. You don't remember what it looked like.
yeah,
But we'll see. I again, if we end up don't getting them, then it'll be okay. Actually, a Rad saying I'm using a toy hunter. If you know, you know. Yeah, they don't know about that. Don't see about that. Then I love the show. Yeah, I did too as a kid, man.
So good.
You know, yeah, Hey, look, it was the best we were getting then, and then you moved into Bill Bixby and Incredible Hulk, and then look, there's a Daredevil that went through the Incredible Hulk that made that Spider-Man look like James Cameron actually did direct that actual Spider-Man video compared to that. But very interesting. We'll see if this one goes. I'm on the fence with you, man. I don't know if it sells out, but we'll see. It could be one of those niche Spider-Man characters. Look, Spider-Man normally does well, man.
Yeah, but they're just flooding this is my point. I was just
Yeah,
getting
there
into
you
this.
go. I knew that was where you're going.
They are just flooding. They're just flooding the market, man.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want this one though. I'm not gonna lie. I want this one.
Well, it's the Gamerverse one. I think this one will be around. I think you're okay with that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Again, this is all contingent on whether or not I get Crystal Ball, and I only want this one because I have that. I have the setup for Ghost Rider, and I think this would look cool as Ghost Rider.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're gonna see everything. Like Rad thinks it's a great head sculpt,
Yeah,
and yeah,
absolutely
it
is.
is a great head sculpt. Uh, again, when they first showed this through the Marvel Legends stream, most of those I was kind of on the fence. I kind of was kind of wanting the Miles Morales 2099 version because that looked a little different. It's a weird way to go, but again, and to make it like an exclusive over there. We'll see. I think whenever they do something like this and they do make it exclusive, it probably makes that figure a little bit more desirable out of the other figures from that wave. So,
Yeah.
hey, we'll see if this one goes, but I don't think it's going to sell out. I don't think
No,
it's gonna sell out.
I don't think it's gonna sell out.
Yeah. From there, now here's one that I think has a good potential of selling out.
Yep.
And this one was kind of put on last minute. McFarlane kind of like showed some yeah, Dr. Brennan, we should repaint him as a Ghost Rider. McFarlane had kind of like dropped this in towards like everyone else that made their announcements, and then McFarlane came in and did his drop the mic moment, and he was like,
This
Berserker, Toronto Reeves.
this is literally the only other one that I absolutely need to have.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I think there's first of all, I've got to give credit where credit's due. It looks like the comic book character. I love how he actually, the photographer or whoever he had, kind of redesigned the look of the cover. So that's why I did the cover for cover. I'm like, wow, that's like when you can get like it to look like that and draw through, And of course, we were talking about that, about if McFarlane was, a little trouble from him not having the DC license. If he's doing things like this, I think he's going to be okay. Rick Small says good comic and the figure looks badass, and it does. It does. But
Yeah, I'm with Rad on this though. It was a surprise drop, man.
it was, yeah.
It's
He
great,
just
and it's awesome to see that's from Boom Studios.
well, they just yeah. I think the book more or less, but
I liked Boom Studios when they came out. They were doing some cool stuff.
I thought they were great in the beginning. I didn't like their ending. I thought they started off well, they didn't end well.
Yeah,
And now they're Penguin Random House, so I guess it doesn't matter how they end it.
that's random.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, it's what it is. We're gonna jump on to Star Wars, the Black Series. Now, this one has a couple of guys in the chat I know that are into these Star Wars things. One actually, there's a clone on the screen that we always joke about. But this is the Revenge of the Sith anniversary kind of like retro card back. And I
Yeah,
think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is the same kind of card back that they used in the when it actually came back. So I think they're just doing like, their version of a retro card back. And yeah, Commander White, yeah, wonder why clones are going.
yeah.
So again, R2D2, always, like it's always fun to get an R2D2, it's like charge
Are
the
you
same
getting
amount
these?
of money
Are you gonna
for
get these?
a clone trooper.
Are you getting these or no?
Which one?
Any of them?
Uh you know what? I think I can find these on the shelves or later on down the line. I don't think they're a 100% I get them now. No, I think I'll wait for this. Play the long game. Now again because Commander Bly's there. Yeah, I might get an R2, but if I only have I find this story
Well,
exactly. That's the
that's
same way.
every time, anytime one of the boys over at Sarlacc says something about an action figure for Star
Mhm.
Wars, I literally just follow their lead because that means it's not something I want to get, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, Rat's got to take it from it. Yeah, yeah. It's a trooper sell out fast. Actually, that's from Crooked Smiles. Rat says may end up at
May the clearance be with you. That's funny.
yeah, yeah, boy. He's
And then
Clarence
he,
actually. Clarence. There you go.
well, Clarence owns the clearance.
Yeah, he does.
That's like one of those tongue tie things. Clarence owns the clearance. Clearance. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Look,
like what like Crazy Gideon in the day.
yeah,
Clarence.
like I don't know if I would get any of these. I think the Trooper's cool.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest with you though, the packaging's turning me off. Like,
Yeah, you know what? That's what it is. It says also Commander Bly just rolled this, which makes sense. It's like millennials will be scarfing these up. I think he's talking about Blitz transmission, Tommy. It's like Revenge of the Sith is their jam, and yeah, the younger fans are definitely gonna be jumping at this one.
I think it's funny how you read that because I was like, what do you mean rots? And then I was like, oh yeah, okay, got it. Revenge of the
Yeah,
Sith. Yeah,
yeah,
my bad, my bad,
yeah.
my bad.
Well, been hanging out with those Star Wars guys too much, man.
Yeah,
Hanging out with those Star
my hey, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, look, I think these have potential to I think I'll probably buy them after I see them out of the package.
Yes. Mhm.
But that's about it. Cookie Spout says just in time for its return to the theaters. That's
Very
correct,
smart.
actually.
Very smart.
Noted,
Yes.
Chet. Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Well,
And absolutely. All right. So from there, we're still not done with the Black series. And actually I know that's Dark Moocher's favorite series of all.
oh, he loves that series.
Yeah. Right here we've got Kit Fisto, a Jedi, and
Mm.
Count Dooku. They didn't come with the not to ruin the film, but no severed head Count Dooku. So
Yeah,
I guess you're gonna have to just customize that yourself.
why does he have a blurry lightsaber?
I think just to show like like lightsaber action, but I'm sure I think it also comes with a like a non-blurred one, just straight edge one, or at least I could be wrong on that.
You think that was
And
like a
also
mess up?
well, no, I think that's on legit. But Dark Moocher, let us know in the chat if that actually was the original release. Did it come with like a blurry lightsaber at that time, or Commander Bly, whoever knows? Saber effects. Okay, yeah, that's he's showing that saber effects. All right, and it was like Dooku is still a great fig. Kit should have his robe. I've been hearing that a lot too.
Yeah.
That everyone and he said, yeah, it did come with that same aspect, the lightning effect. And yep,
Okay.
re-released. Yeah. So, but yeah, everybody's been saying the one major gripe with this is why did he have his Jedi robe and it should have been soft goods? Well,
Sure.
and so I got to think that it probably somehow, it's expense. They probably didn't want to spend the extra expense. I've also got a feeling that you and I both know whenever they have like, one character, and I'm sure this is one of those old molds, they're probably going to pop them up later in different packaging or maybe some
Oh yeah.
deluxe thing and have them come with the robe. And they got our money, bro. They got our money, everything else like that. And like I said, Johnny, hey, welcome in. This is an absolutely hate Walmart exclusive. I have orders that have been canceled in the past from Walmart. Screw Walmart exclusive.
Yeah,
I will agree
I think
with you,
everybody
Johnny.
here feels that way.
Same thing has happened. It has happened numerous times. You hit that on the head. Dr. Brentley says Kit looks cool. Oh, we got another Sorlac entry right there for you guys. So you might have converted somebody to that side. Yes, did he have a blurry saber? I have one at the store here. Right. Oh, we should have known you actually have that.
Of course, yeah, of course he does. That's fine.
Richard.
What a
Again,
show off.
the retailer supreme right there, everyone. The Crooked Smiles, kscollectibles.com. If you too want the actual original release one, Richard has it.
For all you
So
Rots fans.
yeah. So when you're looking at that, again, a lot of great items. I don't know about. I'm not really that big into the retro card backs in this way. I think I would have been like the standard, just the card back and the just the clamshell on it instead of like this. But I understand it's anniversary wise. we'll see. I'm sure. I think I'm doing the toy chess next week, so I'm sure we'll also hint on that as well. It's fun that now we're returning to Sif, Kit Fisto gets decapitated and left on Palpatine's desk. Oh, there you go. Now, you may be asking us, kiddos, why did there so many people in Star Wars that know so much? You may want to go over to Sarlacc Digest podcast after we end and get some of that Star Wars knowledge over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been
Wow.
browsing the Chaos Collectible stores. Uh-oh, Commander Bly. Uh-oh.
Watch out.
That's just bad, brother, because once you start, you can't stop. So, right here. Now, look, I'm not a He-Man fan. I've never been one. The Masterverse has been kind of making a little bit of noise.
Yeah.
So they obviously dropped it. That She-Ra looks a little bit more. It didn't look like they reused some kind of old scope. It's like they've done some tooling to it. You can see it's kind of looking a little bbit more updated. The Masterverse is a more detailed, updated line. So any He-Man fans out there, you're getting some pretty good stuff right here. So, you know, and yeah, Kirkus Smiles, or sorry, Brad says, He-Man. There'll be some Motu
Yeah.
hate mail coming out and say, I quit Masterverse only collect the origins, but I'm glad you're still going on. Okay, all right. So, again, we're not big into He-Man. We're probably gonna have to like recruit somebody on the show that actually is. So, we're be looking at that. But if you're into it, it's going up there.
Yeah.
Like I said again, Transformers, this is the Age of the Primes ones. Uh, you know, I don't know if those exclusive ones. It's like Hasbro just said, okay, there's a couple of things we're just gonna throw out. It's like you can put exclusive on it, but they're really kind of not that. So, oh my God. Like I said again, Dr. Brentley, does he have carbon monoxide poisoning?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
I think they just ran out of colors. He said, "What can we do, man?"
Yeah.
But yeah, the Transformer one, I'm not interested in it. If we got anybody out there that is, hey, let us know. But this I wasn't impressed with this. I think
I'm a Transformer fan. Just yeah,
well, I think
it's just
wasn't it last year, if I'm not mistaken? Didn't they do the? I don't know if it was for collection, but I know Walmart had that exclusively. Was the '86 Studio Optimus Prime that they had shown, and they
yeah.
had dropped it on there. So that was a little bit better than I thought that this. But this might be some of the stuff they're pushing. I have the original one of that, right? Not a Great Transformer. Okay, all right. And Darth Mutra 86 or bust. Yeah, I think 86 is probably the premier line. And the one thing I don't like about this line at Walmart, it has it's I know that they went to a point of plastic flea a lot of things, but this one has like the character cutouts and it's just on the shelf. And it just somehow, I guess it just seems like they just for the packaging. It never really kind of gets me interested every time. And I always see these characters on clearance at Walmart all the time. So
Yeah. I mean, as soon as they get them, they just put them on the clearance aisle.
yeah, I don't think you have to rush out for this. If there are major Transformer fans out there, I think you're going to be able to
Well,
get
no, I
this.
think everyone watching should try to buy these instead of Crystal Ball.
Yeah, as a boycott,
Yeah.
All right, so from there we're gonna now this was, and I gotta say this, man.
This is
Like
one that I want. I'm
there
not gonna
are
lie.
it is one of the most perplexing things that I have ever seen. When I saw this, I was like, okay, are they giving a reference of you can't see me literally?
They definitely are.
Agree on the factory very as well. But yeah. I immediately saw this and I thought like it's almost so bad that it's good, and I almost want it, man. Yeah. And like I said again, yeah, the customs right there. Make sure custom Iceman from Rad. And then right here, you didn't see it, Alex. Just like it just went on and everything.
I'm
It's
not
like
gonna
that.
lie. Like this will be my second one I go after, but like I said, I'm just going for Crystal Ball first.
And then Cena Iceman. There you go. Cena Iceman. You're right and everything. It's the second time they have done this
When
Christina
was the
appearance.
first time?
Yeah, yeah, Richard, throw that up. But let us know which one's the first time. But yeah, when I saw this, I started laughing out loud because I'm like, oh my goodness. This like was this like intentional they did this, or did they just not paint it and send it to Walmart? Take note of articulation and how it made the figure. Okay, yeah. Well, it's gonna be kind of tough if I go pay a whole bunch of attention. Now, what would have been smart is if this was if Hasbro still had the WWE line, then they could have put it with the Holocron series. They could have put them and had a light underneath it. Almost couldn't get that out.
Yeah, they
Couldn't get
for
it
sure
out.
could have done that.
I
That's funny.
tried to, but yeah, you would think it would come. And yeah, Darmucha, well, actually, I'm sorry, Quick Smiles actually just say the Motu WWE style. Okay, all right. Well, like I said again, it's still there. So what do you guys talk about? Don't see anything. I know. It's like we should have backlit it. And
It's
everything.
the John Cena box, but it doesn't come with the figure.
Exactly. Actually, that would have been funny if they would have done that. Just had the box to be empty. No, the figure's there. We swear it's there. If these guys, I knew that the minute I was putting it in the slide, I started immediately laughing like this is going to be some insanity.
No,
It's
it's
cheaper
probably
than usual
more.
because they don't need to paint it. Now that would be a good question, but we know the actual proper answer. No, it's probably the same price. If not,
It's
it
probably
may cost more.
they'll probably say it's more because it's got to be clear.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. It says meaning you see all the joints and we can reverse engineer it, laughing out loud. This actually might be good for maybe a customizer actually.
Yeah,
Because
that's what you were
at
saying
least
earlier. Take
you
it
can
out, take a look at it.
dull it up and everything. So, yeah, he's a heel now, so you can't see him. Yeah, you got a point about that. So this was it, but now here's one that I was like, when I saw it, I said, damn it, I didn't think I needed it, but I think I want it. That's right. Hell yeah. It's Stone
Oh,
Cold Steve Austin in the Ultimate Pack.
I didn't know this was coming out, and this might take precedence over Crystal
Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Oh, no, it's not taking precedence over Crystal Ball. I'm actually going to buy both of these.
No, I
Because
mean,
the
I'm going to
minute
buy
I
both
saw
of
that,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's an Ultimate figure.
Oh, man. Let me tell you something. Now, one thing that we've said on the show is one thing that Mattel does, I think, the best out of any of their figures is the Ultimate line. Those figures are fantastic. I have the Ultimate Mr. T. A couple of obviously, I had to have Mr. T.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those things and everything else. As wow, we're starting this off. Here go. Commander Bly, one beer,
One beer,
two
two
beer,
beers,
three
three
beers.
beers.
Yeah. You know what? We should actually now that he's saying that, I think we missed the opportunity. We should actually had some beer here tonight and everything, cracked it open,
What? Yeah.
But look, from the details, the sculpts to the hands, the only thing that I noticed, and if you can let me pull this up a little bit more. Let's see. Like I said, there you go. It doesn't quite it has him smiling, which is every now and then, we've seen that happen, but I'm more or less looking for that really mean mug look that he normally had. And that this line, these whole or head sculpts didn't have that really. They have one in solo, but it's not, there's a signature like look that he had, like, where he's like, he's really kind of like giving you that stare down with the angry look. This one didn't have that head sculpt. So, but it's still a winner. They've got they got the brace. They
You can
got
find the
the
head sculpt you want somewhere
oh,
else
I'm
too.
sure.
So
I'm
yeah.
sure. They got the brace on his knee. They've got the jean shorts, the shirt and everything. It comes with 2 cans of beer. The handcuffs. I know that was somewhere into the tail
Vince
end of the
McMahon.
era that
Yeah.
he had it in.
Yeah.
But this is, a matter of fact, I think they messed up. I think it should come with a 6-pack, to be honest with you. You can't just 2 because I know you could just have one where you have somebody throw it to them, or maybe a cooler. It's like one of those 2. Give them something extra. But this is definitely a purchase for me. I know this is a purchase for you, Chet.
Oh, this is my all-time favorite wrestler of ever, and like
Yes.
outside of like Ric Flair, but it's just nothing. And plus, not to mention, he's still there's no wrestler that gets a bigger pop whenever they show up,
No.
at all. Just in
No.
general, like it's not. It doesn't matter. He can come back, and they roll him down in a wheelchair, and everyone will be like fucking Austin 316. So it doesn't
Yep.
matter,
I'll be there every time I see it. And Chris Melt, the first Ultimate Edition figure, they had that sculpt. Okay, all right, so that makes sense. So they're trying to reduplicating it. And is there another figure that comes with a cooler? Like I said again, man, I'm looking forward to this one, especially the Ultimate Editions. We were at a Target once. I remember that we were I think in La Mirada or something. We were at that Target. Remember when they were putting up the new Ultimates, and she was
Yeah,
like, "I can't keep these on the shelf
she
fast enough."
literally said that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were constantly putting them up. So I know, like, that line sells out well. It's one of the few premier lines where you say it's worth the money because it does come with a lot of accessories, some soft goods sometimes. But yeah, that was kind of shocking when we was in that Target and it was like, oh no, this 100%. And then we got the Triple and Toys already. There's money already on that. And everybody loves Stone Cold, man. Everybody loves Stone Cold. And so they had some other wrestling figures, but we didn't. They were kind of like the basic ones. So you can go over to the Walmart Collector Con and check this out. I don't think this is a sellout. So one time we should have a graphic that was like sellout notice. This is going to sell out. This is not going to be there by the end of the day. And Cricket Smile says, I disagree. I hate the Ultimate Edition figure bodies. Okay, all right. Well, they said.
Hey, well, you're allowed to have your own wrong opinions. Anyways, let's keep going.
So from there, here's a couple of comic waves. One from the Archie and one from I think it's not the Mirage. I can't remember. I'll have to check that out. But I knew this one was close to your heart, my friend. I knew when the minute I saw it, it was close to your heart. It was that duck, man. The minute I saw that, I said, "No, he's buying this." There's no
Ace the Duck is absolutely
yeah.
becoming mine. Both of these, the Shogun I
Yeah.
think is this one too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, and this is there's only a certain line that I buy from NECA now because my
Yeah.
favorite NECA TMNT figures
Mhm.
were the original ones from San Diego Comic-Con that were the movie figures.
Yeah.
They have not made better turtles since. But I was in this like collecting phase of NECA, and then I came up when they started doing the Archie line.
Yeah.
I realized that like, okay, this is a figure that like no one else is doing. I love the style. And this Ace the Duck is like fantastic. That head, the one head right there is amazing.
Mhm.
But I like these styles. I think they're very unique. I enjoy them. These are probably two that I'll honestly pick up, to be completely honest with you, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah. And welcome in, sir. Anime
Welcome.
collector. What's going on? Thank you for being in here. And Tripping with Toys. Dead Man actually made an appearance, or he's going to make an appearance for us, but he was over on the Skeletons Collectibles, and or actually that's a YouTube channel, but the Skeleton Tomb. And they had a very big toy merch kind of thing that he did over there. He kind of had an announcement. He's going to come over here for a little while and actually share that announcement with us because we've been anticipating that. And anime forget it, tripping, and anime. Yep, you got it right. But yeah, no, the minute I saw this, I was like, okay, I'll put in a slide because Jet's buying this. And with NECA now,
I mean, I don't buy anything NECA unless it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah, now here's the thing. With all things with NECA, there's some ups and some downs. We've just seen that over the last time. Here is the down, man. The movie series pack from the 90s film. The pricing on this was wow. That's
Wait, is that the real price for this?
that is the real price, yes. That's not overexploited. That is the actual real price for it, man.
Wait, for each one, or
No, that's for the set for both figures. Yeah.
For Splinter and Shredder, I have to pay $119.
You are correct, sir. You're correct.
The 4-pack I got from San Diego Comic-Con was $130.
Look, the minute I saw this, I was like, this is the most overboard, like just fan grab that I've seen.
Is it $119 for both of these?
They're in the same pack, man.
No, you have two different figures here.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, they based it off of one for the other. I actually had they were showing the 2-pack. They're $119 a piece, and I was like,
if this pack, the big pack here with Splinter and Shredder is $119, and then this other pack behind it is $119.
Exactly.
It's not like I pay $119 and get 4.
Yeah, no.
God, this is why people fucking hate NECA.
I saw that. I said the movie editions are the most popular of the NECA line, because when we're in the store, the 90s movie stuff does kind of sell out. It's a lot of fans' favorites. And yeah, like Dark Moocher says it all, gross and everything. Yeah, that's like I said, Chris, yeah, that's right. Yep. And
Dude, this is like a catacausic, whatever the fuck that word is. This is such a fuck up. Like
yeah,
119.
yeah. And Crooked Smile said, he said, I sold those for $60. Well, you didn't get enough money. You didn't want Walmart. But nah, when I saw this as we was going through, we were looking at some of the exclusives. This thing had popped up and I said, oh hell no. No, come on, man. You guys know that there's nothing right about that pricing. You in no way, shape, or form should you have done those prices. So
Yeah.
yeah, and NECA's showing why. He said, yeah, they will be in the NECA blind boxes at the end of the year if NECA's around to do a blind box, And
Yeah,
like I said, yeah,
no, NECA's they're not gonna they're gonna coin the phrase bankrupt box because they keep just screwing people. This is horrible, man.
yeah, this was a tad bit overboard, man. I was like, the minute I saw this, I said, why in the devil would that be $100? I'm like, there's a level of it's a fan grab, man, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with a fan grab. Just make it seem like in every possible way that that's what it truly is. So from there, I think no, we don't have anything else. We've got one other pre-order, but you know what? I just hit me up, man. There's a guest in the green room, sir. A guest in the
Oh, is
green
there?
room. Yes, sir. From Tour Mercs, because we're all Tour Mercs. He's a Tour Merc, we're a Tour Merc. And also from the skeleton tomb, ladies and gentlemen, Dead Man Juan. What's going on, sir?
Let's fucking party, guys. I just had a great fucking show.
I saw that. I saw it up until the point that we had to jump off was like a minute before.
Yeah.
But there was a major announcement that was made, sir. Correct?
Yeah, there was. Toy Mercs is starting a magazine with my boy Digital Ronin. He came to me with the idea a couple months ago. We've been busting our ass behind the scene. You may have noticed if you follow me on Instagram that I haven't been posting a lot of photos because I've been doing a lot of work lately. He did the lion's share of the work for real. If you guys are into it, I can show some images if you want.
Yeah. Go right ahead, man.
So you just have to accept that there, and
no worries. And
do this,
there
and
you
we'll start with this.
Yeah. All right. So the Legion magazine, Toy Mercs Legions magazine.
Yeah, Toy Mercs Legions magazine, because Toy Mercs are legions. It's a phrase that I coined right when Toy Mercs hit 3K, which seemed like yesterday, and now we're knocking on 5K's door.
What was the coin you used?
I coined the term.
Yeah,
Toy Mercs are legions.
Okay. And what kind of coin was that? Was like the monetary value on that, or
how you guys doing?
I'm doing better than you.
I seriously doubt you're doing better than I am.
Yeah, I seriously thought that too.
But here's the cover of the magazine right here.
Wow.
48 pages, full color. We have articles. We have there's ads in there. I was giving ads away for free. I believe you guys have an ad as well.
We do have one in there. We do have one.
I feel like we do have one.
This here's the inside cover and the first page, which is all about me for a second. It's actually all about Toy Mercs, but this is a photo I took. This is a little article I wrote. Here's all the legal stuff.
Yeah.
This here is we can move on. We don't have to keep it going. Here is the back cover of the magazine.
Wow. Triple with Toy says it's a 50-cent coin.
It's a 50-cent coin, and I'll show one more. I'll show two more actually. Here we go. Here's just a little bit, just like the opening page of an article about doing some custom work on a Joy Toy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. And also some Photoshop tutorials. There's
Okay.
one other article I'm not going to discuss. It's
Okay.
just awesome some shit, man. I can't believe it's happening. I'm really stoked about it. Pre-orders are live. You can.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hit the stop sharing thing.
That's
you're
all right,
good. You're
Brian.
good.
So, like, all right. So if anybody wants to pick it up, where can they actually go pick it up? Where can they get the pre-order for it?
At legionsmagazine.com.
Okay. Now, what we'll do is we'll put a link in our description for you as well. So
I would appreciate that. There's also I know Ronan right now, Digital Ronan. He's the guy that helped out with the magazine. It was totally his idea as well.
Yeah.
I did say that earlier. But he's over at Toymerk's Legions not YouTube, Instagram right now, adding all those links to the bio. So you could head over to Toymerk's Legions and just hit the bio. I believe the first issue it's 48 pages. And it's $15.95, I think. And the whole first run is coming with about 7 stickers.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you get a little prize.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. And as we say, it's a pre-order. So is the $15.99, is that all in, or is there a shipping fee or anything else like that? Or
you know what? I believe there is some shipping.
Okay.
Fees. I don't know too much about that. He set all that up. I did look at the site, but I didn't put one in my cart and buy it. So I don't know.
All right. Well, like I said again, we'll get everyone over there. Look, if you're talking about some of the better premiere for toy photographers out there, well, then if you're not over on the Toymerk's Instagram site, you're missing a lot, because there's a lot of guys out there that are just busting their behinds. And actually, Chet just put that into the chat right there for the legionsmagazine.com. So, like I said, hey, support. Again. He's a Toymerk, we're a Toymerk, everybody's Toymerk.
We are all Toymerk. You are Toymerk.
Yes, sir. And actually, like I said, man, we're really proud of you guys. It's a hell of an undertaking to do this. And there's a section of fandom that really do want to see magazines kind of return. There's nothing like having something in your hands, reading it, and just getting excited. And especially with tutorials and everything, that's going to make you just go out there and want to produce your own stuff yourself. I know Chet and myself actually has gotten heavily into that toy photography stuff with Studio 112. So it's cool that you guys are doing it, and I think it's going to serve the community, and I'm looking forward to picking up that and the many issues to come. Now, what's the release on these? So when can we see the release schedules?
So the release schedule is quarterly. So we're talking 4 issues a month, every 3 months. Right now, we're just about to go to print with this one. So you pre-order now. This one should be coming out in April, and it'll be like that. It'll be like in the middle of the quarter after, I guess.
Great. And
you'll be seeing them.
Dr. Brentley jumped over and he said shipping's $8.
Shipping is $8.
Yeah. So
I guess we're going with priority shipping, I guess.
Good. Well, like I said again, you want it to get to you
also
as quick as possible.
They all come with a poly bag.
Oh, okay.
And a backboard, so they're not going to get wrinkled up and all that shit too.
All right. Well, that's the difference. And let's see what it says. Old dudes still remember toy magazines before these crazy interweb things. And there's something about reading a magazine, like one of my favorites back in the day was Wizard magazine, and it was always cool to go pick that up, get it, and you're like, wow.
It was always so big.
It was, yeah. Especially the price guide and everything. But I do think that definitely, I think that's the way the fandom can reach out to one another. I know that they have, all the different social media sites, but I think just having a magazine just gives a different feel and a genre. It makes you want to actually tell somebody, hey man, did you check this magazine out? You might want to read it. It's always good to share it.
It's also like something cool about being published.
Yeah. True.
Like for a while there, like my photo is like really small at the top of this thing, like on top of half of a page, because I have this article underneath that I wrote. But at the same time, I was like, dude, I was published. Not only my photo was published, but I have a published article now. And like, I never thought I'd be a journalist ever.
Well, hey,
that was never anything in my head ever.
And the Commander Bly said, which was cool. Toy Fair was mine. I know the toy collector is kind of like out there now too. So again, it's starting. People are starting to come back into magazines, and I'm glad they are because it is my form. So make sure everybody goes out there and gets Legion magazine. It's over on legionmagazine.com. There is actually in the chat. Hey, we support everything that the guys over there at Toy Mercs are doing. They do the same exact way because we are all in the same community. So we definitely need to support something like this. We want to see good products come out. I know they put their blood, sweat, and tears in it. So go over there and purchase it. Like we talk about toys, this is a perfect companion to toys.
Yeah,
So
the pricing as well is like there's nothing going in pockets of this.
yeah, then that always makes it there. If you can do
unless
something of
unless
joy,
we sell
passion,
unless we sell like 500 copies, which I seriously doubt we're going to do in the first year at all. Hopefully, we end up getting there. I'd like to see 500 subscriptions in this magazine at Borders, but I don't,
yeah,
I don't personally see that actually happening. But it's a passion project,
yeah.
and like it's
Well,
like if you head over to the Toymerks Redbubble, all you got to
yeah.
do is type in toymerks.org and go check that out. The prices there are as cheap as I can get them on Redbubble, as
Okay.
cheap as I can. You can't, and that's how we did the magazine. We're basically trying to pay for the magazine
Yeah.
with the magazine. That's all. That's the whole point of it. It's for the community, by the community, and if we end up selling enough copies to make money, so be
Yeah.
it. If not, big deal.
Well, so it's the anti-Walmart philosophy.
Yeah. Also, well, yeah, definitely anti-Walmart. I guess I wouldn't say anti, but at the same time, like it's all here. We did
Okay.
it all here. It's all here in
Yeah.
America.
Well, we've got one more. So, like I said, make sure everybody's at the Shadow Nose Network SKN. Make sure you're supporting our comrades over at Tormerks. Definitely, let's pick this up. Let's try to actually make this a hit because we want to see more fine products like that out there. And if anybody has any questions about it, they can always reach that man on Instagram because everybody else does. So, well, we're gonna have one more tonight. We'll jump this in, and we'll have you get your thoughts and opinions on it. Today, since the Walmart Collector Cons tomorrow, the 13th and the 14th, we didn't mention that. Orders start at 7 a.m. Pacific time here and 10 a.m. on the East Coast. So make sure you're putting that in. A lot of so-so products, but there was a couple of bangers out there, and I think a lot of people were really interested in the WWE figure. But this actually dropped today. They showed this a couple of weeks on the Marvel Legend fan stream. X-23 and Warpath in their X-Force suits. So as of this moment, it is still not sold out over at Hasbro Pulse and everything. I don't think this one is. I know, Chet, you had some comments about this because I know you were upset about the Warpath issue.
Yeah, I mean, Warpath is literally just Red Guardian,
I think Omega
or
Red.
Omega Red. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, Omega Red. And I don't think anyone wants him. I think everyone wants X-23. So look, it's still not sold out. Tells you how much people wanted this. I think if it was just an X-23 figure, people would have bought a lot more. So it's right now you're just kind of paying that price to throw Warpath away, I guess. I mean, look, there's some people that are gonna like Warpath, but I mean, when you look at it, it's like using the older version with pins, and then they said it was like a body resculpt. It doesn't look correct for Warpath. But hey, I'm not a toy maker. I can't do better. That's just my my humble opinion that tends to be right all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll probably end up getting this, but maybe I'll do Warpath as a giveaway. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think a lot of people were contention like these. Maybe you shouldn't have done a double pack, but they're highly smart because they knew that X-23 would probably be sought after. So it's the same way with Punisher and Bushwhacker. They
Yeah.
just they put that in. A lot of people I see it all over like Facebook Marketplace or something. They're selling that figure. Everybody just wanted the Punisher, but
Yeah, it's why they sold Squirrel Girl with a moped.
yeah, exactly.
Because nobody wanted Squirrel Girl, but they all wanted that moped.
They all wanted that moped. Like I said, Crooked Smiles says I can do a lot with that Warpath. I know it's a clean body, so customization definitely works with that. But yeah, this is one of those passes on me. I think I can find this later on, discount it, than the pricing. Again, it
Yeah.
says all that is not sold out right now. Dead Man just pass for you, or
It's a huge pass for me. No way. I don't care about X-23. I don't care about. Well, Warpath is. I like Warpath because
Yeah.
like Giant Size X-Men was like I
Mhm.
got that issue
Yep.
when I was little and I read it, and like I actually in my early 20s sought after another version of it, so I had one that just wasn't garbage because I destroyed that comic book. Warpath's in there, that was my introduction to him. But there's a lot going on with this figure that I just don't understand.
Yeah.
We have a Warpath figure already that's so much better than this one.
Well, like
I don't know if
again,
it's I don't know
they
if it's
retooled this, so it wasn't like they really put a lot of effort or time into
well,
it.
I mean, his head is so big.
I know, yeah, yeah. He looks, but one thing that Chet pointed out, which was extremely true, it has pins in it. If you're gonna
Mhm.
try to pass off the new body or something, so at least work at it a little bit better than letting us know that this is just. And they actually said that, I think, on a live stream, didn't they, Chet? That this was like, oh, this was reused from the
Yeah,
Omega Red body.
yeah, exactly.
And I was like, maybe you shouldn't have said that. So
Yeah.
Well,
I
why
feel
didn't
like
they just why didn't they just use the new Sabretooth body with no pins and it's
because they had more of the Omega Red ones needing to be used.
yeah, chances are. Yeah, they
no,
probably had the back
no,
stock of that
no,
somewhere and not
no,
sold
no
out.
way. That would mean a ton of paint. There's no way this thing has that much paint on it. These are all molded. And
No, I'm
that's
saying like they molded them, and then they had no demand for Omega, and so then they just took the blank bodies and painted them into Warpath. It was like, check out the
no
hair.
way. I
I
disagree
mean,
100%.
they literally said it's Omega Red's body. So
Yeah. No, I agree that it's probably that body. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. It looks definitely like that body. I'm just saying there's no way that Hasbro is going to paint anything if they don't have to. I'm thinking that it's more like they needed to make the money off of the mold because they didn't make the money off of the Omega Red
Omega
mold
Red.
that they needed before they could retire that mold and move on to something better. So they just reused that mold because I'm guaranteeing that this is molded in the majority of the colors that there are.
Yeah.
Like his torso, that torso isn't red like Omega Red's or
Yeah,
white
true.
and painted black with gray on it. Hell no, that would cost way too much money for Hasbro.
Yeah,
This
well,
is molded in black, and that gray is going to come out all squiggly and fucked up.
well, it's a cash grab, but we all agree on that. And
Yeah,
a couple of
100%
key things,
Hasbro.
a couple of key things that we got coming up for you because running towards the end and everything, and letting everybody know our upcoming events. Toy Atlanta on the 28th, 29th, and 30th of this month. Myself and Chet will be down there, along with the Odd Frog team and Bandito Radio 112 FM. If you're
Well,
not
not all the
listening,
Odd Frog team will be there.
well, not yet, not all of Odd Frog team, but if you're not listening to Bandito Radio, you should be because it is a radio station for anyone that's into toys, from toy photography, from toy customization to toy collecting. There's
And even
always
just
something over on Bandito Radio you can listen to.
music. There's a lot of good music over there.
Great music, great music. Also on May the 4th, SoCal Joe Show. Uh, we will have a table at the SoCal Joe Show, SKN. We will be live streaming from Toy Atlanta, if I didn't mention that. We will also be live streaming from the SoCal Joe Show. And after the SoCal Joe Show, May the 4th, our buddies over at the Best Damn Star Wars podcast channel on YouTube, the Sarlacc Digest podcast, they will have the Sarlacc Star Wars Day event happening in the high desert. They're going to actually share the information first, but as soon as we get it, we'll let you know. And we've been kind of teasing this. We actually dropped that on the Instagram, and we said something last week on it, but you can see it in all of its glory right now. If you're going to want to represent and show up to Toy Atlanta, where you're going to actually need something to show up to Toy Atlanta in. And guess what? That is going to be the 2025 Toy Box Chronicles / SKN Toy Atlanta exclusive t-shirt. That is right. And, stay tuned. You're going to listen to, you got to watch us on Wednesdays and on Fridays on Pixel Plastic and Ink at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will be dropping when those come. And Chet, you've got the information on the exclusive drops. So what do they need to do to make sure they can get this?
they need to, first of all, if you have been a member, you could go watch the latest version of Action Figure Frequency, where we actually reveal the middle shirt in real life. And that is the only place that you can actually see that shirt, is if you're on there. But as we get closer, and hopefully we'll have the URL for you by Friday on Pixel Plastic Inc. So you want to make sure you tune into that at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and we will give you the link, and you can sign up to be notified when it goes live, before it goes live. And then you'll be able to purchase it from there. And if you actually do show up at the convention, we'll be wearing them. You'll see them, but we won't have any physical ones because we have to travel. So we're just shipping them out as people order them. We're gonna ship them out. So yeah, they're coming, and they're gonna be coming in hot, and they are limited. So you got to get them while you can. It's a limited release of just under 500, and that was because that was about as many as we can do. So,
and yeah, Deadman Juan's actually throwing up in the chat. He's gotta need one. Yeah, well, like I said, yeah. Well, here's the thing. So, like I said, hey man, we're winding down to the end of this, and Deadman, stay where you're at. But hey. We had fun. Walmart Collector Con, 13th and the 14th. Make sure you're getting up at 7 a.m. in the morning. If you don't, have one of your friends bug you, or make sure you got somebody online. Some of these items are going to sell out pretty fast. Some of them will still be around. You'll probably see them in stores. And from that, hey, Sorlac Digest podcast, again, the best damn Star Wars podcast, is starting like right now. So, Chet, end us out.
That's right, sir. Welcome, and thank you everyone for stopping by. There's been 160,000 of you watching right now, which is crazy, but it's still a little low. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow for more. Join the channel so you can find out all the stuff ahead of time. Exclusives that come from there. We have an option for everybody, but most of it is included as you go. We appreciate everyone. Like always, you need to chase that plastic dragon. Don't tell your spouse an instant divorce, and I don't want to get hate mail anymore, because I'm informing you to go out and chase plastic dragons. And if you don't understand that reference, that's not for me to tell you. But until next time, the best damn toy podcast on the internet is now ending, so you can just struggle bust your way to try to find some other damn podcast. But luckily for you, Sarlacc Digest is live right now.